What's up, Heartbeats?
Welcome to Abundant Hearts Speak. Today we are tackling an issue that all of us have been in one time or another: toxic relationships. Whether it's on your job, with your friend, with your spouse, with your significant other, or even with your child. Some relationships can get toxic because there are toxic people or individuals in those relationships.
And that's right. That's why we got to be careful of who we let in our circle.
Yes.
We have to be careful of what we say to people and how we say it. Being toxic, it could go either way.
Yeah.
So we just try to live holy if we can, and just try to stay away from all that negativity.
That's right. We have a moral standing that we have to live up to. We have to know if it hurts someone, don't do it. And one thing a toxic person doesn't understand is that boundary of not stopping the hurt. You have to stop the hurt. If I know that I've done something to hurt my husband or my son, I need to apologize and don't do it again. That lets him know that I'm not a toxic person. But if you have a person in your life who continually, over and over, even with apology, keeps hurting you, that person is toxic, and it's time to pull yourself away from that situation or relationship.
And that's right. And being a former police officer, I had to deal with a lot of cases where people in marriages and people who was in relationships was very toxic. So that kind of taught me what I did not want to be. Just going to calls and looking at how toxic people can be toward each other, even friends. So I just really chose that I don't want to go in that direction.
That's right. Toxic people start off with just words. Those words become toxic towards another.
Right.
But then guess what they do? They'll take and start weaving it into other people in that person's life. So that's why it can stem and bleed over in any situation on the job. You have that coworker who just for some reason cannot stand you. Then what they'll do is they'll start talking about you to other people. Then it starts just festering around the workplace. The same thing with a friend or a spouse. They even go to your family and start spreading those things about you. That's why you have to pull yourself away from a toxic person. Do not engage them. Do not feed the monster. And if you're in a toxic relationship with someone who you are planning to spend a lot of time or your life with, you really need to get a check on that and try to remove yourself from that situation, because one thing I know from being in a former toxic relationship, it doesn't get better. They may say it's going to get better, but it doesn't get better. It actually starts to escalate. It becomes words. Those words become actions. Those actions become flat out abuse in some cases. So please, if you have something toxic, I would advise you to go and speak to a counselor, your pastor, someone to help you relieve yourself of that toxic relationship.
And what I do when I do meet toxic people, what I do is I treat them with kindness.
Absolutely.
Now I always smile. And with a smile and with kindness, a toxic person can't stay in your area long.
That's true. And you know what? It does come a point where anybody can change their life.
That's right.
Anybody can be toxic. But guess what? If they are willing to change, give them the room to change. But you have to see it. I was having a conversation with a friend who recognized that they were toxic once upon a time. But guess what? That person changed. And let me tell you, one of the sweetest people you ever want to meet. will help you with anything, give you the shirt off of their back. They once were toxic, realized what they were, changed themselves, and became brand new. So there's always hope. And there's always a point. But sometimes you have to do that out of their presence.
And heartbeats. Another way that you can combat the toxic people is with love.
Yes.
Love. Just love on people. Love on those toxic people. That can help a person who is toxic change the way that they conduct their business.
That's right. But one thing I don't want you to get caught up though, heartbeats. That person has to be willing to receive your love.
That's right. Exactly.
Don't just give it and the person doesn't want to receive it. Like I said, sometimes you cannot engage a toxic person, especially if they're a narcissist. That's a whole nother topic of discussion. But if you can love on a toxic person and show them kindness, and you see that a glimmer of change is coming, keep on loving on them, heartbeats.
That's what you do. Keep loving. Keep smiling and keep loving.
So heartbeats, we're going to continue this conversation on Facebook Live. But until next time, if you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and also please hit the notification bell so you will be alerted when we have put up new posts. This particular post was given to us from a heartbeat. Plus, a lot of stuff has been going on lately with people coming to us talking about this person is toxic. I think I'm in a toxic relationship. So we had to have this conversation with you. We love you, heartbeats, and make sure that you're kind to one another. Until next time, we love you.
Peace.
Mwah.